You trying to work being like, Hot Boy Major, man. Comedy books, rap books, anything of that nature. Skits, promo, $10 promo, even on that $10 promo store. And if you want to work with being like, Hot Boy Major, any kind of way. Man, that work. That's true. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Big shit if I really pain you. Totally over bend over with my back in the air. I think that like I got a little crack in it. Sucking like the yeah, you take food. Yeah, just nothing like takes road paths. They keep posting content, so I'm scoop the scenery out. I just
The 8 Sleep Pod adds cooling and heating to any bed to optimize your.
My name is Cody, and I'm making this video to expose the extremely unethical but legal practices that LASIK eye surgery companies are performing on people across the United States, leading to people going blind or committing suicide. I got LASIK eye surgery almost a year ago, and it was the absolute worst decision I've ever made. Everything that I had heard about LASIK eye surgery was positive. There would be some comments from people saying that it was a little crazy how they did it, how, they would cut your eye, and I guess that should have been a big enough red flag. I'm making this video to address something that is extremely unethical and should no longer be legal. Even the person who endorsed it from the FDA actually doesn't approve of it anymore. How this is still legal, I have no clue. So this is my story. About a year ago, I was fed up with wearing contacts. I had the typical issues with contacts, just too much time putting them in and out. Sometimes dry eyes here and there. I could wear glasses if I didn't want to wear the contacts anymore. But I really just heard so many positive things about LASIK that I thought that it would be a good option to finally be able to wake up and see perfectly fine again. I had a -4 in one eye and a -4.5 in the other eye, which is pretty bad vision, enough to where this is blurry holding your hand out in front of you. I was okay with contacts until that point, and I decided that I'd heard enough positive things about LASIK that I would go get it. Getting LASIK eye surgery was the worst decision I have ever made, and if I could do it again, even if I could see perfectly fine, I wouldn't risk losing my eyesight for anything. So I asked a bunch of friends and looked up information on the internet of experiences of people who have gotten LASIK before. It was mostly positive. People saying that they got it, it was quick, painless, took about 30 minutes. They went home, went to bed, and woke up with perfectly fine vision the next morning. That's what I expected, with a certain tolerance, of course, of, if it didn't go perfect, that I would still be able to see perfectly fine as soon as everything cleared up. After researching a few different offices, I found a place that does LASIK, and I scheduled an appointment to come in for a consultation to see if I was appropriate candidate for LASIK eye surgery. They basically told me that it would work, and that the soonest appointment was this certain date, and then I could come in and get my quick, painless surgery, and I'd be on my way with 20/20 vision. Up until this point, there was no paperwork or fine print. It was simply saying that I was a candidate for LASIK and that it would work. When I came in that morning, they gave me a large booklet of multiple papers that were waivers to sign before I got the surgery. So this included everything from the fact that I wouldn't be able to see as well during the daylight, to complete vision loss or the loss of one or both of my eyes. Vision-threatening complications include: I understand it is possible that a perforation of the cornea could occur, causing devastating complications including the loss of some or all of my vision. I understand that other very rare complications threatening vision include, but are not limited to, corneal swelling, corneal thinning, appearance of floaters and retinal detachment, hemorrhage, venous and arterial blockage, cataract formation, total blindness, and even loss of my eye. I understand that an overcorrection or an undercorrection could occur, causing me to become farsighted or nearsighted, or increase my astigmatism, and that this could be either permanent or treatable. I understand that the long-term effects of LASIK are unknown, and that unseen complications or side effects could possibly occur. I understand that it is not realistic to expect that this procedure will result in perfect vision. This is what everybody signs before they get LASIK eye surgery. But after hearing positive stories of successful vision improvement overnight from almost everyone, I proceed to sign the paper and go in for surgery. After swiping my card for over $5,000, I went into a room with about 10 other individuals waiting in chairs to go into the operating room. The lights were off, there was some music to calm everybody down. A nurse gave me several anesthetic eye drops and let me sit there for about 20 to 30 minutes while my eyes were numbed before the procedure. While I'm sitting in the waiting room, I hear everybody going in and out for their LASIK procedure. You could hear what sounds like a small zap as the machine burns pieces of their eye. It sounds like a stove trying to light over and over. When it was my turn, they called me in, and then I was reclined under a large machine. The following is a little bit graphic in description, but it is exactly what happened. They took a tool that keeps your eye open, and they basically held my eyelid back forcefully with this tool. So there is no possible way to close your eye. And then they proceed to suction cup a plastic device onto my cornea for the machine to lock onto. So after a couple of attempts, they successfully suction cup this piece on, and then they lower the machine down onto my eye and basically cut my eye open with a scalpel. So this machine goes in a circular motion and slices the front part of my cornea. They pull the machine off, they pull the mounting piece off, and then the doctor takes a scalpel, and since my eye is numb, I can't feel this, and flips over this flap. This is a procedure that millions of people have gotten. I want to remind you that if something goes wrong at this moment, I permanently lose vision. I will never see again. So they flip open this flap, and then they move me under another portion of the machine for the LASIK procedure. I sit under there, and they said stare directly at the laser. If you move your eye, the machine will stop, and then you can line back up. I stare at the laser, and at this moment, I realize that there's no going back, so I have to just commit and get my eye finished. They turn it on. Sounds like a stove trying to start over and over and over again, just constant shocking and zapping sounds. I could smell my eye burning under this laser. And after about 10 or 12 seconds, they turn it off, they move the machine away, and they flip the piece of my cornea back over, and then they take a small tool and press it in to make sure that it's properly sealed, and then they say on to the next eye.
Go into the fold and turn website layouts into an art form with Wix Studio.
At this point, my vision is completely blurry. My eye has no vision. I can't see anything at all in the one eye. So up until this point, it was pretty standard, but nonetheless traumatic. On the next eye, pulled my eyelids apart. They tried to get the plastic mounting piece to suction onto my eye. According to the doctor, it was not fitting properly, but as I understand, there are only a couple sizes of these, if not just one size. The doctor tries to lock this piece onto my eye, and it keeps popping off. So they try again and again and again. They clean the piece, they clean my eye more, they put some more drops on, and they try pressing this harder and harder every time to get this piece to lock on to my eyeball, to suction cup on. After 5 or 6 failed attempts, they push very hard on my eye and finally get the plastic piece to lock on to my eyeball. At this point, I don't know this, but my eye is all bloodshot from all of the blood vessels just breaking from them pushing on this. And this is something that has probably happened to many people, but you just wouldn't know about. I go into the machine again, they lock on, cut the surface of the eye open, flip it open, and then I moved under the LASIK machine, and once again, the sound of a stove lighting just sounds like electricity, just shocking over and over, burning the surface of my eye. They flip the corneal flap back over, press it in to seal it all up, give me some more eye drops, and then I am all done, just like that. Flawless, excellent procedure, I quote, and I walk out of there, and I hope that within 24 hours I will hopefully have full vision back, not knowing that that was the last time that I would ever properly see again without any complications. They gave me a pair of sunglasses and told me what pharmacy to go to get some medications, and then also instructed me that I would need to purchase for myself some singular antibacterial eye drops. Someone else has to drive you home after this. You're not good to drive, so you wear a pair of sunglasses and this big plastic shield that keeps you from bumping into your eyes. At this point, if you were to bump your eye or rub your eye, you would open the eye flap back up or permanently rip off that part of your cornea, making it so that you could never see again. And I went home for the recovery, expecting to wake up the next morning with 20/20 vision. I go home and I sleep in an inclined position. I'm basically sleeping sitting up so that I don't roll over and mess up my eye, fully expecting to wake up with most of my vision back, since that's almost everybody's experience. The next morning, 13 hours later, I woke up, took off the plastic mask, took off the blindfold, and then opened my eyes. And it was not 20/20 vision, it was not clear vision. The vision was actually worse than what I started with. I could make out shapes. It was quite distorted, almost double vision, and I had assumed that hopefully it would just get better as the day progressed, so I didn't make too much of a deal out of it. I kind of went about my day. I could somewhat make out my screen in front of my face. I remember looking at my phone and not being able to read it anymore. The one eye was progressing to the point where by the end of the day, I could kind of make out a billboard, which is very easy to see in the first place. I couldn't do much that day, so I just went back to bed. And I woke up the next day, almost 48 hours after the surgery. I opened my eyes and still had pretty bad vision. There's a really bad itching sensation on your eyes, but you can't touch your eyes. So I started to use the eye drops about every hour because of how dry my eyes were. I started to Google on my phone how long it takes to see again after LASIK eye surgery. And most examples I was seeing take 1 to 2 days. So by the time I hit 3 or 4 days, I started really worrying if I would get my full vision back. After a few more days of worrying, I made the call to get an appointment to go back in and get checked out to make sure that everything was okay. The following bit is 100% true as well, and if you're queasy, you might want to skip this part. This is the only time in my life that I've ever had a genuine, real panic attack. I sat on the chair and they looked at my eyes under a machine, like a kind of a microscope type thing, to make sure that the corneal flap was placed properly over my eye. They looked it over, and after about 5 minutes of inspection, he seemed to be able to point out something, that the corneal flap wasn't quite properly back in place. He numbs my eye, and they grab this metal tool and hold my eyelid open once again, and they press in on the corneal flap, just like they did when the surgery was over and they put the corneas back down. So he does this, but since it's already been placed properly, they have to press much harder to get it to fully see. There was something that had popped out or something, and I had not touched my eye up to this point. I hadn't brushed it with anything, I hadn't bumped into anything. This was just left over from the surgery. They take this tool and they press on my eye, and they press and press and press, and then they take a scope and look at it, and then they press. And every time he's pressing harder to get this to properly see. And so it got to the point where I could feel my whole eyeball being just pushed into my head, just my whole eyeball being pressed in, to the point where it was definitely no longer round in shape. And I started to get super sweaty. I almost passed out as they're jabbing my eye with this tool. As I'm hitting the fight or flight point where I'm ready to either jump out of the chair or pass out, they say, "All right, I think we got it," and they move the tool away and they let me look at a chart to see if my vision's good, and it's nearly the same. I could see no noticeable difference, although they say that the corneal flap is directly back in place and it might take some time for it to heal properly. I also mentioned that my eyes are extremely dry, so I guess LASIK actually ruins the nerves. When they cut this corneal flap, they cut all the nerves that go to that to tell your eye that it needs tears. Until your eye heals, you're reliant on eye drops. So I told them, hey, my eyes are pretty dry. You know, I have to yawn a lot even just to get my eye wet enough to see. They gave me some medicated eye drops now, and I used those on and off for about a week. They also told me, that I was using eye drops too much. So I had to let my eye stay dry to invoke real tears to let my eye naturally water again. I was driven back home, still so sensitive to light that without sunglasses I could not open my eyes, even if I was inside of the car. Several days pass, my vision gets barely noticeably better. I still can't make out billboards. I have to cover one eye a lot to see. I ordered an eye patch, but obviously I didn't use an eye patch because I'm 25 and an eye patch should not really be in the picture. Every morning that I wake up, I am faced with the challenge of trying to open my eye. After sleeping so long, my eye had not produced natural tears, so every morning I would have to force my eyelid open, put artificial tears on, and then go about my day. And this continued for at least a month. I had to set alarms throughout the night, put some eye drops in so that my eye wasn't too dry, and then I would wake up in the morning with a usable eye. This happened for several months, and I kept having to order more and more eye drops. I ordered many pairs of sunglasses because I could no longer see outside without sunglasses. Even a hat was required to just block some of the sunlight with sunglasses on because they're so sensitive to the light. It's now been 1 year since my LASIK eye procedure, and my eyesight is quite comparable to when I was using contacts, but with several drawbacks. I'm 100% reliant on sunglasses. I cannot go without sunglasses if it's a sunny day, and if I do, my eyes are in extreme pain. It'll give me a headache. I'm 100% reliant on eye drops. Every morning, I wake up 30 minutes early, and I put in eye drops, and I go back to bed until my eyes are wet enough to be able to open and close properly. And this is one of the normal complications of LASIK eye surgery that was in the waiver. But nobody talks about that because all the people with good experiences say, why should you listen to the horror stories? This was the best decision I ever made. The fact that the FDA allows a procedure that could completely inhibit your ability to ever drive or function again at night should be illegal. Obviously, things can go wrong. Any procedure could have complications. But something with a 30% complication rate on the most important part of your senses should not be legal. There's been several articles of people 20 years later bumping their eye and the flap comes back open because it never properly heals. And they lose that part of their cornea forever, resulting in them being blind in that eye. There's almost a full guarantee that you will not have perfect vision after this. Would you do it? I think the answer for most people would be no. But since there's overwhelming positive evidence, it leads me to wonder if this might be biased from articles written by LASIK eye surgery companies wanting more business, considering they make almost $5,000 per customer or $40,000 per day at this. I think it's not a very far reach to consider the fact that corporations may be introducing biased information to get people to do procedures that they don't actually need or want, that may not be in their best interest, for
You're me.
Yep.
Oh man, so the GOAT Ice Cube, he is speaking on a Cat Williams interview and controversy with Ricky Smiley.
In the movie because I thought they was funny. I also want to say, you know, every comedian that I've worked with, every comedian that I've put in a movie, I only put them in the movie because I thought they was funny. I thought they was perfect for the part. I tried to put them in a position to win. That's what it's all about, you know. I don't, you know, I look at from, you know, Chris Tucker and Bernie Mac and Mike Epps, Cat Williams, you know, Ricky Smiley, Michael Blackson, Cedric, Kevin Hart. You know, all these guys I know are funny as hell. You know, I didn't discover them. You know, they were doing their stand-up or doing their thing, and I knew that they were great and that they could act, and that you know, if I have an opportunity, I was gonna give them an opportunity. You know, to me, that's what it's all about. You know, as far as, you know, specific things, you know, Cat was 100 on a few things. Most of what he was saying, a couple things, you know, I just want to clarify. When we bring in a new, you know, comedian, we do have them try out for different roles. So Ricky did give Money Mike a shot. But when we saw him and, you know, we kind of saw how he moved and how he was, you know, auditioning, we decided that he would be a better, you know, Santa Claus, which was, to me, the perfect casting. When we saw Mike, damn, I call him Money Mike. When we saw Cat, you know, when I saw him, I just knew that he was perfect for Money Mike. And, you know, Cat, you know, said he wrote his role, which, I mean, the role was written, but he enhanced it. This is why Cat was so dope in the movie. You know, Money Mike had a small role, you know, about as big as the Santa Claus role, but when we start filming, he was giving us such magic that we kept expanding his role and giving him more to do because he was on point. You know, when we shoot these movies, you know, one, the scripts are fire, or they wouldn't even do it. The scripts are laugh out funny. But we shoot the script, but once we get what we need from the script, we let the comedians ad-lib, riff, you know, play with the words, do their thing. You know, we give them a take where they can, or 2, 3 takes where they can go off and do what they feel. You know, sometimes it makes the movie, sometimes it don't. You know, when somebody gives you jewels, you want to try to make sure that makes the movie. So in the movie, there's second thing I want to clear up. It was never, I would never shoot a rape scene in a movie, especially like Friday, where you actually see this happening on camera. That ain't my style. If you check out any of my movies, they're not raunchy. You know, we did a movie called Players Club where the subject matter was a little raunchy, but for the most part, even that, we left it to your imagination. So the only reason that kind of stuff was in the movie is because you have 3 villains in Friday After Next. You have Santa Claus stealing presents. You have Damon, just got out of prison, sweating. Craig and Day for the rent money. And then you have Money Mike, you know, a pimp that treats his woman, you know, like property. So Craig is always fighting the villains in the movie, you know, from the Joker brothers to Debo. And so we already had Craig fighting Santa Claus. And the only real way to get rid of the other 2 villains was to have them go against each other. And the plier joke was always in the script. You know, it was never, we would never ever show that. You know, that's not my style if you look at any of my movies. So, you know, that was never a discussion. You know, we, you know, at that point in everybody's career, you know, we would listen to a certain extent, but we wasn't gonna change the movie for any actor. You know, we do what we feel, and if it was a rape scene, it would have been in the movie. There was no reason not to shoot it. But that's not my style. I don't even like that kind of shit in movies, on camera. And so, you know, that was, to me, a little discrepancy there. You know, Cat, he wrote a lot of his part because, you know, like I said, he was giving us jewels, so we were keeping the camera rolling. He was coming off the dome. He was coming prepared every day to steal the show. You know, that was his mission. And, you know, that's what he did, you know, with the movie. And it launched his career, you know. And I'm proud of the movie. I'm proud of all the guys who've, come through, a Q Vision production and went on to do bigger and better things. And look, a lot of people are talking about pay and how much they was paid on these movies that were extremely low budget. Most of these guys work a couple of days, and when you're doing a movie, there's over 100 people working on the movie that need to get paid. Most of them got to get paid every day. And there's pre-production and post-production. Even after you finish with the actors, you got to pay editors and sound people. And my movies are all about quality.
Do you take face-to-face payments? You need a POS system. Here's why. An electronic point-of-sale system makes running your business a dream. From the counter out front to the stockroom out back. An ePOS package includes everything you need to take payments. That's a card reader, cash drawer, barcode scanner, and the all-important software. Go ahead and click the button below to get started. If you think you can get by taking cash payments alone, you're wrong. In fact, 68% of people haven't been able to complete a purchase because they haven't had the cash on them. ePOS systems let you serve quicker and better, plain and simple. Go ahead and click the button below to find out which ePOS system is the best fit for you.
You can sell products in any print-on-demand niche using stunning templates, AI art, vector illustrations, and you can do it all fast with one tool. Kittl lets you find a template that your audience will love and lets you instantly change the design easily in just minutes. And you can pay for it with as little as just one sell on your shop per month.
Kittl is totally free to try, so click the link and make an account in a matter of seconds and test it out for yourself. With Kittl, you can create work that looks like it took you hours to make in a fancy design software. Not only does Kittl have millions of design assets and templates that you can customize any way you want, but our intuitive Kittl AI will help you create stunning images, clip art, even vector images, all from just putting in a text prompt. So let's take a quick look at how it works.
From the homepage, we can search thousands of templates in a variety of categories, but for now, let's click on t-shirts, and then we're going to type in camping, and look how many templates there are for us to get started with, completely customizable and ready to be used for print on demand. I love this one right here, which is a badge style, and I know it sells super well. Now let's simply change our text up here at the top just by clicking in. Then we can do the same thing down here with the bottom text, and I'll change adventure. And if it doesn't quite fit, I can use this nifty tool over here on the right to expand the text to fit this area. So easy, right? Just like that. Let's change our colors easily with the project panel down here at the bottom for our colors. Change our background, and let's add a texture. We have so many different ones, but I'm gonna add a grunge texture to make this look a little bit more rugged and outdoorsy. Let's clip it so it only applies to the design, and then we can change the intensity with this slider right here, and even change the blending mode to give it different effects, like this one, which is really faded. Now let's look at what it looks like on a mock-up, and that looks just awesome. But let's pick a hoodie design, which I also know sells super well. This one's really outdoorsy, and let's size it up. Perfect. That is looking so cool in just a matter of seconds. Now we can easily change the color and see what it would look like on a variety of hoodies.
And if you want to try this yourself, you can test it out completely free. There's a ton of extra amazing features when you upgrade your account, but with the free plan, you can still test out a ton of different things and see how it's gonna up your game before you commit to anything. Just click the link, create an account, and start creating. Right now, your designs are either taking too long or they're not quite good enough. And that's where Kittl comes in and can have an impact on your business almost overnight. If your designs and products are not getting better, your audience is going to move on to another competitor that is. So being faster and better is not just a bonus, it's a necessity. And it's made possible with Kittl. Click the link and try out Kittl for free today.
So most of the money go up on the screen. I'm not giving you no bullshit. I'm not giving you no low budget, shit you can laugh at because it's so cheap. So, we try to put all the money on the screen. And so any actor that's mad at what they got paid, just look at what you was doing. Look at where your career was at the time. Take a look at where it is now. And Friday has something to do with that, I believe. And I put a lot of people in movies, but they ain't never put me in a movie. So you can take that for what it's worth, you know what I'm saying? I've given a lot of these guys opportunities. And I still act, so I'm waiting for a call. I ain't got to produce everything or write everything. I got love for all the comedians that I've worked with. Got, you know, much love for Cat. You know, he spoke up for me a lot. And I just wanted to be clear and clarify some things. And shit, man. I hope y'all have a good 2024. Yeah.
All right, so y'all heard from Ice Cube, man. He said a whole lot. Now, listen to Ricky Smiley address everything that Cat Williams had to say.
He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man, you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he was...
Sir, no one... Why no... He was with KD? He beat up Terry Crews? Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and he... What? So Ricky Smiley knows this, and I don't know why he would lose a child and come on the air and start lying. That's why people believe in rituals right there. It's because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie, but I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Why would you put that in your contract, Cat?
That's where he's a believable actor.
Thank y'all for this opportunity, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Let's just get into this, the whole internet going crazy.
This is the lighting scenario that I think caused me at least the most stress during the shoot.
There comes a point where there's reality, and then there's film reality.
Jorge has always put the ones he loves first. But when it comes to caring for his teeth, he's let his own maintenance take a back seat. Well, maybe it's time to shift gears on that. Because Aspen Dental has the latest technology and equipment with a staff that goes out of their way to provide exceptional care. Plus free exams and x-rays for new patients without insurance and 20% off treatment plans. Making it easier to get started with quality care. It's one more way Aspen Dental is in your corner.
Crazy comments that Cat Williams made. Whatever, I can't speak on behalf of the other comedians, but the only thing I can speak for is myself. Cat made some comments on Shannon Sharp's show about when I was on Shannon Sharp, was telling him the story of some of the behind the scenes from Friday After Next. Let's start with that. When I went out there, let's just go back. In 2000, I was the host of BET Comic View and in the season 2004. I also worked on this show called Live from LA. That was my first job with BET, and that's where I met Ice Cube, if I'm not mistaken. And Ice Cube was like, man, hey man, I like your work. I want to do some stuff with you. I want to put you in some movies. And Ice Cube started putting me in movies, which really helped my career. I was in All About the Benjamins, but of course, when they changed the ending of it, that part didn't make any sense. But then he put me in Friday After Next. And just for clarification, I went out to audition for Friday After Next as Money Mike, not the Santa Claus. And that is the honest God truth. I had no reason to go on there and to go on Shannon Sharp's show and lie about any of that. That's what I auditioned for, was Money Mike. And I guess the producers, Cube and everybody saw something different. I think that Money Mike character, Special K, was going to come off as kind of like
just a guy who was hanging around in the strip mall who was just kind of being annoying and almost like a crackhead type of character that was
right.
Just,
so I guess when Cat Williams did it, they added the whole pimp twist to that character, which was actually a better decision and made it funnier. Because ain't no way in the hell I could have executed that role like that. And I'm glad that they made that decision and they put me in a Santa Claus role, which was actually perfect. So when I got back to L.A., they said, hey, your role has changed. You're going to be the Santa Claus. And here's the Santa Claus suit. Put it on, and here's your lines. Sat in the trailer, went over the lines, went over my stuff with Cube, and the rest is history. Had no reason. I just want to clarify that. Had no reason to lie about that. As a matter of fact, my manager at the time, Gary Abdo, who is still one of my best friends, who also helped start my career, and he's the owner of the Atlanta Comedy Theater in Atlanta. We got him on the phone. Just to clarify, Gary Abdo, good morning.
Good morning, Richard. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm good, man. Just for clarification, you know, you was my manager at the time. We went to L.A. together for the audition. Cube wanted to see us. What is your version?
Yeah, well, you know, we're old, and that was 23 years ago. So, you know, our memories are what our memories are. You went out, you auditioned, they wanted you to play Money Mike. That was the sides that they had sent. The sides are the portion of the script for the part they want you to play. Those were the sides they sent. That was the audition you did. They said, great, we want you to play this role. My recollection is you had to go back and read for the execs from the studio one final time. And the night before that, we got different sides, and they said, no, we want you to play this role. And we didn't understand it. You know, we really were under the impression, well, you had the role as Money Mike, but then all of a sudden they switched it up. Now we understand why. Cat came in, blew them away. He's an incredible performer. That was probably one of the most iconic breakout parts in movie history. I mean, that was literally Cat's first movie. You know, Friday was not Chris Tucker's first movie. Next Friday was not Mike Epps' first movie. For that to have been Cat Williams' first movie, and he exploded. I mean, that literally made him an iconic touring comedian, one of the biggest to do it in this generation. And, you know, the rest, as they say, was history. But, yeah, absolutely, without a doubt, you were auditioning for Money Mike. We were told you had the role, and then that switched up overnight.
And I'm glad I ended up being the Santa Claus, because that role was iconic and not as funny as his. I like the pimp. I personally like the pimp better, but the Santa Claus role was just perfect for me. At the time, I was skinny and could run fast, so
and you could squeeze over that gate. So yeah, that was the.
I just wanted to clarify that, and then there was no contract ever that. In agreement with the first Sunday movie, because that was a whole different production directed by who just directed my Netflix special, David E. Talbert, about me playing Bernice Jenkins. That's something that David called me personally. David and Lynn are fans and have been fans of my work for a long time, and they was like, we want you to play Bernice Jenkins, and you know, and here you go. And that's what happened. And I went out there and shot that in one day, me and Red Grant. And that was a lot of fun. Right. And it had nothing to do with Cat Williams' contract.
Flexible financing for vet care with Care Credit.
Whatever. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect Cat. Definitely disappointed that you have to get on the air and explain something like this, but you know, that's the truth, and I don't know what else to say. So there it is.
There's not much else to say. You know, it's indisputable that Cat played that role, killed it, built an entire career out of that one role that all of us look at and go, wow, that's absolutely amazing. But it's also indisputable. You were auditioning for Money Mike. We were told you had the role. You just had to read one more time, and then that switched up.
And the crazy thing about it is we had a conversation when it came out. He said a lot of this 12 years ago, and we had a conversation because I was on 14th Street in Atlanta, right by the Four Seasons Hotel, and I was driving down the street with my granddad in the car, and I saw Cat Williams going across the street on 14th Street, and I said, Cat, what's up? Whatever. I just wanted to make sure we was good. He said, come over and have a cup of coffee with me, because he was walking over to Starbucks. And I went over and he went in there and got the coffee. We was chopping it up or whatever. Just didn't even really talk about the issue or whatever. I said, hey, man, I want you to come out and say hello to my granddad. My granddad is a fan. He came out to the truck. I'll never forget, I was in my Ford F-150, and I came out and spoke to my granddad. He hugged my granddad and wished him well. My granddad was like, keep doing what you're doing, young man. My granddad was living at the time. It was just me and my granddaddy in the truck, and we dapped it up, and that was it. I mean, that was it, and I thought that we were good. I didn't know that we had any issues, and if there are any issues or if there's anything that I've done, not only to Cat Williams, to anybody, I apologize, and I'm not perfect. I made mistakes, but I did. You know, that's just the honest to God truth, and I did audition for what I auditioned for, and I'm glad that the producers made that decision. And let me address all of the things with Gary. You can help me out with this, because, you know, comedy greats like Flip Wilson played Geraldine, Richard Pryor played some roles on his show, Jamie Foxx played Wanda, Martin played Shanae. I did. Bernice Jenkins, Tyler Perry did. Madea. There's a lot of comics and a lot of comedy greats that did characters for the sake of funny, for entertainment, for the sake of the laugh. And it has nothing to do with nobody's comfortable in the role. Nobody wants to put on a damn dress or comfortable in it, you know. That has nothing to do with my manhood being lessened for trying to play a role and trying to put food on the table for my family. Because I grew.
It's a prop. It's nothing more than a prop. It's nothing more than a way to get a laugh. I mean, back in Shakespeare's time, there were no females playing females' role. Every female role was played by a man. It's just part of an art form. It's part of what makes it funny. You bring the funny to it. I wish that I'm sure you remember. People don't know about this. The pilot that you shot for the Kings of Comedy TV show, Bernice Jenkins had a whole sketch with Madea.
Yeah,
People
I did a
don't
sketch
even
with Madea, me, Earthquake, Tyler Perry, Niecy Nash. We did a thing called The Pew. It's supposed to be like The View, but it was a church-based version of The View, and it was just comedy great to see Bernice Jenkins, the character, and Madea. And I started off doing Bernice Jenkins doing prank phone calls on the Buck Wild Morning Show in Birmingham, which spinned into, hey, I think you should do a character. This would be a great character for this role. So we were all in our 30s, late 20s, doing what we had to do in order to be successful. Now that we are older, I'm comfortable in my job in radio. I'm comfortable in, the roles that I get and the things that I get to do. And I just finished a phenomenal comedy special. So the statement about Ricky Smiley is not funny, I've been sold out since 97.
That part.
Every single show I have done since 97, maybe not big arenas, but I pack up those theaters and have to add shows in comedy clubs. And between radio and all of that and raising a family, I'm comfortable with. What makes me sad, I don't like the way that made my kids feel. And that's why I'm not going to, go after him, because he has kids and family members and nieces and nephews also, and it hurts our family members and people that do love us when we say hurtful things about each other. So we want to wish Cat Williams the best. or whatever. It ain't nothing but love over here just because we don't agree. Arnez J and I had beef for about 20 years, and I end up sitting next to him on a plane. And when I saw him, I couldn't do nothing but grab him and hug him. And we text each other all day on Christmas Day. It feels like we trying to make up for lost time. Two talented people that actually love each other. And Special K, Cat Williams got some comedy dates coming up. He's going to be in Birmingham. Cat Williams is coming to Huntsville. I want y'all to go out and support him. I want y'all to pack those damn theaters and show nothing but unconditional love to him and to any comic that come into our space, you know, Birmingham, Huntsville. That's like my area or whatever, where I grew up or whatever. K, you got the dates?
Yeah, you got January 12th, Cedar Park, Texas. The 14th, Estero, Florida. The 19th, Huntsville, Alabama. The 26th of January, Tupelo, Mississippi. Y'all go ahead and get on Ticketmaster. Get them tickets.
Yeah, make sure y'all go out and see Cat Williams and go out and support him, man. It's all love over here because it's enough money out here for everybody.
Okay, so Ricky Smiley took the high road right there, man. I appreciate him. At the end of the day, thank you to everybody that contributed to that classic Friday movie, man. But I just had to bring this to you guys. But thank you guys for supporting the channel. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.
I ain't supposed to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway, because we get old. I don't care. Chris Tucker out his mouth told me, literally, this year. Sorry, OG, I'm sad, we're getting old, okay? He said, if I play his son, he'll be in the movie.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Hello, welcome to another edition of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay, and the guy that's stopping by for a conversation and a drink today is an actor, writer, comedian, musician, producer, podcast host, father of three, all the way. I don't know why he put this Adamsville in there. Over there by Cascade Road.
Yeah.
DC Young Fly.
Hey,
what it is, homie?
OG, what it do, baby?
We good, baby. We good. Thanks for stopping by the club.
Man, listen, it's an honor, man. You don't even understand, man. I've been watching you since I was jit, man. You gotta understand, you the OG. Listen, the hood rocks with the OG, man.
That's what I'm talking about. They show me love. Every time I go back to the crib, the ATL, they show me love. I really appreciate that, man.
No,
I
man,
appreciate y'all rocking with me.
You be popping you know what I'm saying? You be talking your talk, and not only that, to see how far you came, like, people don't understand, like, we got to show each other love.
Right.
Versus watching you do it over everybody else showing you love. Right. We got to start spreading that love. So
right.
As the younger generation, hey, man, it's an honor.
I appreciate that, bro. So how's life treating you?
Man, we blessed, man. We just got through shooting Wildin' Out again.
Right.
On the road right now with my OGs, Carlos Miller, Chico Bean, shooting the 85 South.
Right.
We got the Wildin' Out tour about to pop off.
Right.
You know, just working, trying to stay in the mix. More music on the way.
Right.
So, you know.
I heard you got a new baby.
New baby. I got a new baby boy, man.
Number 3?
Number 3.
Number 3?
Trying to have 10.
You, hold on, whoa, 10?
10 of them things, OG. I need 10.
Let me ask you this. How hard is it? Because you mentioned all the irons that you have in the fire.
Right.
You got the Wildin' Out tour. Right. You're about to come out with music. Right. You have your own podcast. You're doing everybody else's podcast. How hard is it for you to be the father that you want to be, knowing that you got to make sacrifices so they can have down the road?
See, we was talking about that a couple of days ago. Those are the things that we have to have sacrifices. We got to understand, what are we going to be able to say, take a pause on in order for me to do that?
Right.
What's going to be like, you may want to do that, but that's got to come to a complete stop. So me being a father, as much as I want to do that every day and want to be there to watch my kids grow up, that's the sacrifice that I have to take in order for me to be able to go out here and provide so they can have the life that they have. But now that we are in a point and we have our tours going on and we got all this other stuff going on, now it's like I'm trying to reroute. Right. How can I be there more so I don't have to be on the road as much? So It's
'Cause
a lot of sacrifices.
During the pandemic, it was pretty cool because everything was pretty much shut
That's the
down.
most I've ever spent with my children.
Right. But now, being a comedian, basically Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you gone.
Gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Not only that, we shoot the podcast on Tuesday, come back Monday to refresh, then Wednesday, go handle your business with your children. Thursday, back on.
Back on again.
Back on again.
You grew up on the west side of Atlanta.
West side.
Cascade Road.
Yeah, Adamville.
College Park. Where you at?
Adamville, Martin Luther King. I mean, it get technical now. However you want to do it. How you want to do this, OG?
Y'all look, first of all College Park, East Park, all y'all over there. Y'all take Cascade, everything Southwest Atlanta, y'all, all that.
Listen, one thing about the city of Atlanta, Georgia, we embrace everything. But I am really an ATLian, Atlanta-born native.
Right.
Like my zip code 30331. I went to Fulton County School. Fulton County, I stayed in Fulton County, but I went to Atlanta Public School.
What high school you go to?
I went to Carver Mays, and I got
Benjamin
I graduated from Crim.
Right, okay.
That's on the east side. That's why I rock with it, you know what I mean? But it was an Atlanta public school,
Right.
but it was an alternative school.
Okay. I'm reading, man, got stabbed, sold coke, robbed, broke into cars, gambled, got locked up.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's it.
I mean, that's all in the life of growing up in Atlanta.
That's just my life decision, my choice.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people want to blame their surroundings and all that. Yeah, we do what we see, but I chose to do anything that was involved with my life. But God done blessed me, and He redirected my footsteps. And we was always a praying family. So my mother's prayers were answered, you know what I mean? And by me finding God before, when I was at rock bottom, while all this is going on, that's what's keeping me motivated.
Right.
Like, I stay prayed up no matter what. You feel me? So we went through we overcame a lot of adversity.
You mentioned we were talking off air that you don't drink, but I mentioned I see where you did drugs, Molly, Xanax.
Yeah.
What?
You know, it was a pill popper, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that was a time in my life when I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when the time I got stabbed up, this is a real year for me. I was 21. I had got in trouble with the law.
Right.
Got that out the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up getting into a street brawl with a couple of my brothers. You know what I mean? I got stabbed up. I got a big scar from right here all the way around about right here. Got hit twice right here in this hand. Got hit in my back. Got hit in the head with a pole. My brother died on the scene but came back. My other brother got stabbed in his head. I almost got his hand arm cut off. In the mix of all that, the Lord knew I sell dope. So He said, I gotta take your hands away from you.
Right.
Because I know you. You ain't hard-headed, but you just determined.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and anytime you work at something and you practice, you get good at it. I don't need you to be a good drug dealer.
Right.
So if I take your hands away, now you got to use your brain.
Right.
So now I didn't have my hands for a couple months, like 9, 10 months, and all I could do. This is when my memory started to get better.
Right.
Because I had to remember things. I never remember the phone number. I could remember 20, 30, 40 phone numbers because I can't write.
Right.
I can remember raps and music because I can't sit down and write no more. So I had to go to the studio and remember it in my head. And then afterwards, I was like, I started to recuperate, and I was still heading down the wrong path. I wanted to sell dope. And my partner, Fat and Paid, was like, bro, you need to do these Vine videos. So I seen him on World Star one day. You know, to the black community, when you see somebody on World Star, that's like they made it.
Yeah.
You like
That's real TV. That's TV.
that's real TV. So I'm sitting there stabbed up, right? And I couldn't use my hand because all of them were jacked up. So I just had my thumb. So I'm tapping in World Star with my thumb, and I'm just sitting there watching it. And my partner come on World Star. So as me, I'm a motivator. Like, if you're doing good, I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
I call him, and this is my partner.
Right.
I said, boy, I see you on World Star, but you're doing your thing, boy. Keep going. He like, where you at? I'm like, nigga, I'm at how, you know, I'm stabbed up, whoop. He like, fool, I've been telling these folks, this is Vine. I've been telling them folks about you. Like, I got a little partner that's really funny, and if he was to come on here, you would go crazy. And I'm like, bro, I said, dope. You know I ain't studying all that.
Right.
But that was God's message of Him trying to tell me what I need to do. So
Right.
He was talking through him, through my partner, to tell me. And once I started, I never forget. Once I started, the blessings just started coming abundantly. You feel me? I started that same year. I got in trouble with the law, got stabbed up that same year, started doing Vine at the end of the year, and never looked
Happened
back.
quick.
Shout out to my boy Fat and Paid, man. Money Bag Mafia. You had 2,500.
You mentioned that your family, you're a praying family. Your dad's a pastor.
Yes, sir.
You know, they say the pastor's son. And normally it's the pastor's daughter, but the pastor's son.
Pastor's son, boy. Pastor's son's wild. I'm the only one who ain't do cocaine.
You the only one.
Only one. Only child.
How did your mother sit you down and say, son, come on now?
See, oh man, we were just saying this earlier too. As a black family, we would know things that's going on,
Right.
but we don't have confrontations.
Right.
Sit down.
Right.
As a family.
Right.
Like we can know our cousin is a crackhead, but
Pretend like we don't know.
we pretend like we don't even see he a crackhead, and like act like we don't even want to sit him down and be like, bro, why are you on crack?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
As a family,
Right.
we just accept it and just keep going. And
Right.
it's like, no.
We be so embarrassed.
We don't be embarrassed. We just don't like to address the real.
No, but you know, it's like, man, well, that's young Fly cousin. Man, he on that stuff. Man, you tell Fly? Nah, I ain't told him.
I ain't gonna tell them because they don't give a damn. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like my parents, one thing my mother did say one time that struck me because she always wanted to have a boy and I was her last child.
Right.
And I was just going, just doing crazy stuff in
Right.
the streets. And she was like, man, you know what? You almost really about to make me like say to God that I think I asked for a mistake. Like,
Right.
why did I have you then? If
Right.
if this is what I prayed for,
Right.
I wish you damn near about to make me say I wish I never
Right.
had you.
Right.
And that kind of like put a spark into me.
Right.
I was like, man, I gotta get myself together.
You say you're the youngest of 6. What was it like growing up in the house?
Man, I come from an older family. Older family. Everybody know my dad had me when he was 61. So you get
what?
Yeah. My oldest brother right now, 66.
How?
66. My partner said I got a grandbrother.
What? Hold on.
He said I got a grandbrother.
How you got a brother old enough to be your daddy?
Listen, man, I got great grandnephew. I got great niece. I'm a great uncle. I've been a great since I was 12.
So
Listen.
You got nieces and nephews old as you, huh?
Listen here. We had to change our relationship because they were old. He was like, look, just start calling me your cousin. He said, 'cause I ain't calling you my uncle. I'd be damn, we go somewhere. They be like, who this is? My little uncle. Hell no. These crazy here.
In school, what was school like for you?
School was fun. School was fun because I always was associated with people that had like great humor.
Right.
And it was something always about somebody that just had great humor. I was like, good, you gonna make my time in school go by so much easier
Right.
because we just gonna sit back and laugh. But having old parents, man, and not really,
They wasn't all about that kiki though.
they weren't always about the kiki kid, but when you know you're not really as fortunate as others,
Right.
you don't really know because it's the norm.
Yeah,
So
'cause
I used to wear
everybody else
fake
like it.
clothes,
Yeah.
hand-me-down clothes, not knowing, oh, bro, we really messed up in the hood.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
My partner got on J's. I ain't got the J's.
Right.
I don't know when I'm gonna get the J, my
Right.
boy. I'm just hoping and praying
Right.
one day my people gonna get me the J, but guess what? I'm not faulting them for not having the J.
Right.
I got on some Nikes. They might not be Air Force One,
Right.
but they Nikes though. But I
Right.
know how to be clean with it.
Right.
So everybody who I was around always accept my honesty.
Right.
I used to wear fake shoes and try to get my partner to wear fake shoes. I'd be like, why you gonna spend $100 when you can go spend $100 and get 2 pair of these? They used to be like, look, Fly, listen, you a real one, but stop talking to me.
Check this out. Like when I was in school, I was a good athlete, but I talked with a lisp. And I made fun of other people so people wouldn't joke at me. They wouldn't look at the clothes that I got holes in my knees. My pants was flooding. My shoes were messed up. Is that why you became?
No.
Did you make fun?
No.
Did you play sports?
I played sports, yeah.
What'd you play?
Man, I played baseball, basketball, and football. I played slide, OG. If I see you coming across and I was playing slide, well, I get out the way.
Exactly.
I get all the way out the way. But I'm just letting you know, I'm in the cut. I'm right there.
Fly,
but nah.
Fly, you weigh 140 right now.
Listen.
And so at 17, you had to be like 123.
As little as I am, I can take a hit.
Yeah.
And I know how to hit.
Okay.
So it was just the power is there, it just don't look it.
No, it don't look it. It don't look it, Fly.
But I'm gonna get low though. I'm gonna get lower than you though. But no, it was a defense mechanism. Like I was just funny, and by my parents being old, and by me not really just having the latest fashion, it was like, well, let's see what we can get away with on him.
Right.
you can do that with me.
Right.
You talk about these fake shoes, you better be ready. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, who you talking to?
Right.
I wasn't the one that's gonna be quiet.
Right.
So I would kind of like beat the person who was fresh.
Right.
It don't matter if you was the fresh or you was the most popular.
Right.
I would make you see eye to eye level with me, boy.
Right.
And they gonna be like, oh, look, shouter right there. He ain't nothing to play with.
You the type wasn't gonna let it go. You ain't gonna get one off. You gonna keep.
You want to fight? I don't know when to stop. Who?
You keep firing them.
Don't say nothing to me. You gonna get put in it. Just I let him get it, cause he shouldn't. I'm gonna make sure he don't ever pick on me ever again.
Right.
So that was my. I don't mind fighting. I'm with that, but I was more of a ladies man.
Right.
So if you gonna talk about me or any of my partners, I'm right here. You know I'm finna roast you first period.
Right.
Second period. Oh, your mama just came up. Ooh, you got 3 hubcaps. You done let the wrong person see 3 hubcaps.
Right.
Oh no, I'm on you the whole season.
You getting the guys that laughing too? Cause you know normally it's the guy that
See, this the thing. If you green, you in.
Yep. Cause that's what make you mad. Somebody laughing. Oh, he said that. Why you ain't mad at him?
So that means you thought it was funny. That means you thought about it too. Oh no, you green, you in. Listen, we used to roast so bad, people used to be like, because they knew that was the rule. If you green, you in. But all that B100 was our way of showing love too at the end of the day. That was comedy.
Right.
Me not even knowing that God was training me on the way. Like, I got voted class clown in the 12th grade and didn't even know that them folk put my name on the ballot. No, this just how my peers looked at me as a damn clown.
At no point in time when you was growing up, did you ever think, you know what? I can make money doing this. I can be a comedian.
Hell no. Hell no. Telling jokes. At one point in time, being funny was a formal way of you being friendly or you scared.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You trying to be everybody's friend because you trying to make everybody laugh. That's why if you was my friend, you knew I was funny.
Right.
Because I'm really standoffish. I ain't finna be opening my mouth like that because you know the loudest mouth get hit in the mouth. You feel what I'm saying? And you know back then when you talking out of turn, you need to be ready to back that shit up.
Right.
Wasn't no talking out of turn back in the day.
Right.
So I had to learn that. So it was like, nah, hell nah. You was my friend and you knew I was funny. But it was like, God was showing me, listen, you already used to this since you was a jit.
Right.
Even if you're not even knowing that this is what you're supposed to do.
You was working on your craft and didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it. I was literally doing, I'll never forget one time I got kicked out of school, right? A dude had—
Only one time?
This the only time I got caught. It was, you know, I was a smooth criminal, baby. I know how to talk my way out of any and every. I'm like, you gonna kick me out? You gonna kick? Look at me. What I really do? You can't kick this face out. Man, he said something about my mama so bad. No, he said something about my dad. Cause everybody knew my daddy was old. I'll never forget this shit. This shit helped me to this day. I was in the 10th grade, chemistry class. Miss Taylor. That nigga said, but John, I know you ain't talking, but that's why I heard your dad almost died last week. I'm talking about the whole class went crazy. So I never forget his mama had some big ass, can I say titties?
Yeah, sure.
Big ass titties. I'm talking about huge. I'm talking about stupid. So I grabbed 2 chairs. I said, I know you ain't talking about that. Why your mama titty this big? Grabbed 2 chairs, put them to my chest, and walked around the whole class. Nigga, I had the whole class hollering. Nigga, the teacher was like, Whitfield, sit down. I was like, you don't know what he said about my daddy, girl. Shut up. Nigga, I'm talking about, nigga, I felt it. She gave me a 58. I had to take her class again the next season. I sat my ass down that time, though.
You mentioned that you got your start doing Vine. And I've heard a lot of comedians say, it's easy to do internet comedy. You do sketches. But can you do a 15-minute set? Can you do a 30-minute set? Sketches are fine. There's nothing wrong with sketch comedy. But can you do a set for 30, 45 hours, however long you try? Can you do that?
Sketching is part of writing.
Right.
You know, and when you come from the internet, you don't have an audience.
Right.
I find a lot of stuff funny when I'm by myself, when I'm just getting high. That's your humor.
Right.
So that's how the internet stars kind of like start to sprout. And once you start elevating your craft, you have to transition and understand each business, every aspect. It's an essence of this thing. You have to really take your time and understand what God is putting you into.
Right.
So as a whole entertainer with this whole comedian, I literally had to sit all the way back to grasp that title as being a comedian. What is it from the beginning to the end? And when I started doing it on the phone, it was cool. It was like, all right, it was cool. But then once they start calling saying, all right, we want him to do stand-up.
Right. Right.
This was a different ball game. I never had this much pressure. So once I finally broke the ice, did it one time, I said, oh no. I was hooked, but I knew it was a different from the phone and having that mic.
Because here's the thing, when you're doing it live in a comedy show, the gratification is instantaneous. You know they like it immediately. Yeah, I'm fly, you crazy, you play. Boo, or they just
But not even that. It's the mentality of knowing that you finna go out here and make people laugh you never seen never seen before in your life.
Right.
This is this is crazy.
Right.
It's like magic. It's like a magician.
Right.
I'm finna go out here and do this magic trick in front of people I ain't never did before.
Right.
I hope this coin stay up in the air.
Yo!
And once it drop, these niggas gonna know it's budget. You feel me?
Huh? That's what we do tomorrow too. We're gonna go.
So you're okay. You go from you're a viral sensation, internet, great. You get contracted for your first stand-up gig. Are you nervous? How did it go?
It went exactly how I needed to go. Everybody looked at me so crazy. It wasn't. I didn't get a boost.
If I'm sleep, leave me sleep, bro. I'm gonna get up.
But it was long enough that if I would have kept going, it was like, nigga, you finna get these boosts. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, they in our back pocket. We just waiting to throw them at you. But it was like, but I got the confidence that this is not nothing to be played with.
Right.
This ain't the phone.
Right.
This is now have stepped into what do you call being a professional.
Right.
It's time to understand what this is. Go learn it. Go study the greats. Go study the up-and-comers. Go study the ones who should have been greats. Go study the ones who ain't got no name. Everybody, all the aspects of what this is about to be, you need to know what this is.
Right.
So you can come at it the best way you can.
Right.
Not just off of, let me just wake up and just speak my mind. No, because it may be days when I'm be mad. You have to be a professional and then go out there and turn it off. And it's about the people now. It's not about you. So God gave you a calling. It's time for you to step into it.
In today's, there's how difficult, if you look at the way Eddie Murphy back in the day, Richard Pryor, Robin Harris, all those greats, Bernie Mac.
Yes.
In today's time, what they were saying back then, it ain't gonna fly, DC. It ain't gonna fly. So now you got to be really funny because you can't talk about someone's disability. You can't talk about somebody being LGBTQ.
Right.
You can't do all that now, fly.
The crazy part about it is you can't. You damn so can. I'm talking about saying it right now. But you're not coming off as facetious.
Right.
See, people got to understand comedy is art.
Right.
I have to draw a picture so you can understand my perception.
Right.
Especially if you want me to respect your perception.
I know somebody did art and got slapped for it.
Yeah, but
that was
the art of it was you seen love at the end of the day.
No, he's on stars at the end of the day.
But that's the thing.
Like 12-1.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's what he saw.
But see, but that's the thing about the whole comedy game.
Right.
You never know how it may come at you. What this person is about to say. If a comic is never coming on stage.
Febreze. Hate it when a car freshener hits you with an overwhelming blast of perfume? Febreze car vent clips work differently. Febreze gives you consistent freshness that starts just right and stays just right for 40 days. Upgrade to Febreze car.
If y'all don't got arcade,
y'all better get Arcade. Arcade has the best samples in the game. It's about to be 2024. Why don't you guys got Arcade?
Virtual instruments, samplers, it's pretty much everything in one.
Before I had Output Arcade, I wasted a lot of time looking for the right sound, and now that's just gone.
The ever-growing pool of well-produced sounds and custom kits, you have something truly unique and special in today's market.
It has such a wide variety of diverse sounds.
Tons and tons of libraries of samples, all totally customizable. And you know, if you're sampling, that is a must.
You can try it for free for 30 days. I cannot recommend this plugin more. It is a game changer.
Welcome back to SMX Insider. I'm Jason Wygant. We interviewed Vanilla Ice, Robbie Van Winkle, on our SMX Insider show this week, but he decided impromptu to give us a house tour of his car collection, his dirt bike collection, his motocross trophies, and everything else. So we're going to throw this right now on YouTube here. It's your SMX Insiders Extra with Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, happy to be here, man. Thank you, guys. Had a blast the other day in Tampa, man. I mean, it was just, unbelievable. Rain or not, you know. And we can talk about that too, because I was hanging out with Chad Reed, and I was just ironically, I was talking about, you know, some of the greatest rain races I've ever seen when he was, and I was just sitting there, and I go, oh, we were looking out the window. I was with him, his lovely, awesome family, you know, and everybody was there, and it started pouring down rain, and I go, yeah, you know, it makes for good racing sometimes for the spectators, you know. And then I go, oh my God, speaking of that, remember the race when you did every lap at Daytona and you made it 10 feet from the finish line and the bike went kaput, you know, it just completely, and it was stuck in a rut, sticking straight up. Yeah. And he couldn't make it 10 feet, man. 10 feet. He tried to walk over the finish line. They said, no, you need to be with your bike. I mean, at one point, I remember him walking away. I just wanted to jump over. I was right there, too. I wanted to jump over the fence, me and Wes Kane, and help him push that bike over. And you can't. It's like, oh, and then he throws his hands up and he walks away. And I was just like, man, I don't even know who won because it was, you know, so memorable just watching that race that, you know. And then another rain race that was one of the most memories. Doug Henry lapped everybody in Dallas in the most, I mean, just pouring down rain.
Yeah.
The whole entire race was just flooding, man, and it did not let up, and Doug Henry did not let up, and I've never seen anybody go that fast in the rain. He literally was hitting every tree. Nobody, not McGrath was, I think, racing.
He was. He didn't do the triple.
You remember this race?
Yeah, Doug Henry was doing the triple.
He didn't do the triple. That's why he got Henry lapped everybody up to second place and was lapping people a third and fourth time towards the end when the finish. I've never seen anybody go so fast in the rain, man. I'm like, what is, you guys got a whole nother rain gear.
Shoot, you're a bad luck charm. I don't know how, if you've been to those in person, we're lucky it didn't happen again. You've been to, it seems like the races you go to end up being epic mutters. So we got super lucky on Saturday.
Hey, from a rider's standpoint, I get that too. The rain sucks, you know, but you know, that's part of it. You know, I love it that it's not like you know, baseball where you got to cancel the event. You know,
that's right. Rain or shine,
get out there and show how man you are. You know.
Yeah, and it's kept it exciting for the fans. Also, hey, I know you grew up racing and all that. Do you still find time with a brewery and a TV show and music and all this and watching these races? Do you still find time to get on a bike yourself?
Oh, hell yeah. Come on, man. You know, as a motocrosser, no matter how old you are, no matter what you're doing in life, no matter how busy you are, you can't quit. It's in your blood, you know? So for me, yeah, I got a brand new KX out there. I ordered one of those Stark Vargs because I think they're cool.
Oh, electrified. Yeah.
Those Stark Vargs are pretty cool, just to have something like neat, you know, and new and modern or whatever. But I'll always keep a 4-stroke, and yeah, I even have a 1985 CR 125 Elsinore, perfectly restored, like the one I raced back at Loretta Lynn's in Ponca.
Wow.
And I remember Bevo Forte, man. He came out, gave me my first pair of goggles. I must have been 11, 12, and
So we got a call for a Jeep that is upside down in the middle of the trail over here by Santa Clara. So we're gonna head over and see if we can get it. We're in the Freightliner. We have got the Wrecker on the back, and we've got Jefe with the Morvair behind us. We got a full crew, and that's a good thing because that's what it's going to take to get this out. We got Rhett here with the weather.
It's about 60 degrees, it's partly cloudy, and it's actually a really beautiful day. Like, it's just beautiful out there.
We're following Matt in blue steel. We got the Morvair on the gooseneck because we got to be able to haul whatever it is we're going to get back. Normally, Tom's in this seat, but he's out on vacation, so hope he's having a good time. So we're trying something new today. We have the Onyx mapping systems. We're gonna test them out because this one's kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. It's an area I've never been. So let's see if Onyx can help lead the way. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
So you're down here somewhere?
Probably 10-minute ride.
Well, let's head down there then. We're going
Through the gate.
Through the gate. Is this a... We're okay to be on this trail, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Does it say have a restriction? This is tight, man.
I don't think we're gonna fit.
I think this is a bike trail. Is there another way in here?
So the customer's Jeep is pretty far from us.
So he's saying go down this. He's down there. So we can go, we've got other trails that way we can go. This is sketchy, we're not going this way. This is a trail for the world's smallest off-road wrecker. We're trying to find a good path to get to the vehicle because he is on very narrow paths. The path that he went down, the wrecker definitely won't make. I don't want to take the Morvair down it.
There's a lot of fence and gates out here.
There is. There's a lot of crisscross trails and paths, and I'm hoping we find them soon. Racing against the clock, it's already 4 o'clock. Sun will go down in about an hour and a half.
Universal Technical Institute is making more than $15 million in scholarships and grants available this year to students who qualify. Visit uti.edu to learn how you can train to become an auto tech.
Esa es la marca de mi clan. Ustedes todos son lata, por eso nunca la aceptan. Ustedes no son de mi clan.
Your officer. Can somebody just make your car disappear?
Good looks,
Yo,
bro.
can we have 2 dirt bikes?
Yeah. Oh, I got you.
That nigga's slow for real.
I wasn't even gonna, bro. I was just gonna pack him because that's my RDM. I was gonna just pack him up because he went.
You saw
did
how
some
he
dumb
shot
shit.
me for no reason in the
We're
clip?
back with another video, guys. In this video, I'm gonna have to show you how
Oh,
to
one of
kill a
y'all
cop.
admin, yo?
Yeah.
Hell, come here.
You want another bike or you good?
Bro, I made a report and a ticket, bro. My car just disappeared, bro.
What happened?
My car just disappeared.
Oh,
I put it in the garage,
because it got
I popped
towed?
my head,
You went to
and
the
then I
impound?
came back. Yes.
Damn,
I popped my head, I came back, and it's not in the garage. I made it a ticket. He said, go to the impound. It's not in the impound. I got the car contract in my pocket.
Did you call the car though?
Huh?
Go to your phone and call it.
This can't be found. Bro, I'm telling you, this shit just disappeared in the thin air, bro. You not understanding, bro.
I get it, bro. I tell you what,
That's what I'm saying. Can that happen?
You have a clip of you having that car?
Nigga, I got the contract. Yeah, I got 1 billion clips. I got a stream. You can go look at my stream. I got a bunch of...
What's the ticket name? I mean ticket. I'm helping you.
All right, my ticket in-game issue.
Just tag me.
What's your name?
N-E-N-O. N-E-N-O.
N-E-N-O. You know. All right. I gotta look for it.
You bitch. Holy. Ooh.
What?
What you lost, gang?
A car.
How much was it?
It was the little $68,000 Jeep. The little Jeep, the Jeep. I forgot the origin.
You can't talk, nigga?
I was trying to think of the name of the Jeep, and I'm trying to get you this clip at the same time. I'm trying to make a highlight.
Come.
Said come. Oh. Yeah. I'm trying to make the fucking clip. I hate them. I'll edit my clips, bro. Oh, is he gonna give me the bread, bro? I appreciate you. I ain't gonna lie, you heard me?
What?
I said, you gonna give me the bread?
Hell yeah.
Look, the contract right there on the floor. So what I do is I don't need that no more, right?
Now you don't even need it when you have it.
Oh, I could have been dropped it?
First, bro? Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
man. I'm around thinking if a nigga get it, he gonna be able to have my car key and shit.
Nah.
Because I thought that was like my key. I'm saying though, bro, so like the cars just, that can happen, bro?
Look, I don't even give a fuck about the car again. You're rich now, nigga.
Bro, you fucking lying to me, bro. Rubicon, that's what it was. Yo, you just gave me fucking $5 million? No fucking shush, nigga. My eyes just seen it. You talking about shush? Motherfucker see that?
Yeah. Put it in the bank.
They told me, you heard me? I both think I can't do it quick enough. He trying to put it in the bank. Yo, what the fuck?
Put it in the bank, man.
It wouldn't let me deposit more than. Oh no, that was because of the ATM. Man, I can't move quick enough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's not enough zeros. I ain't put in enough zeros. Just like that. There you go. Hey, y'all, I appreciate you, bro. How I shake your hand?
Huh?
How I shake your hand?
Give me a second.
You Nino, right?
Yeah.
Fuck with you, bro. My name's Shizz, bro. Real
Nice to
nigga,
meet
bro.
you.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was the realest shit a nigga ever did.
That's right there again.
I was heated. I ain't gonna lie. Cause the nigga had hopped in my car like as soon as I brought it out the garage and went in and got in my back seat. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out my car. He straight takes 17 grand out my glove. I'm like, yo, how about this bitch ass? He running around telling his boys on the walkie though. I ain't even peep. I ain't even peep. He's like, yo, I got that nigga, I got 17 grand out of this glove. I got 17 grand out of this glove. I'm like, yo, bitch ass nigga. He took about, yeah. He took about, I'm like, y'all can have that shit, bro. Y'all tripping. I'm gonna run that shit back up.
That
And
nigga
show
broke. You
this
got more in
fucking
there.
dog out there fucking shit. He is hyping shit about that 17 grand. He a broke ass nigga. I can't wait to see him. I mean, that was him. That was him. The one that just hopped on it with the 2 bats on his back. With the
dirt bike?
Yeah, yup. The 2 bats on his back with the black shirt with the pink letters. That bitch ass little nigga. I know I'll never forget his voice. That was his bitch ass. I can't wait to tell that nigga I'll be like, bitch, I'm a millionaire.
Come over here.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna scream in his face, I'm a millionaire.
I'm about to put you on right now for.
I can screenshot.
When you catch that nigga here, bro, here.
Yo, I'm about to run all the way to the dealership. I love you, bro. Can I hug you now?
Take that bike. Take that bike right there.
How you hug now? Fucking head. I love you, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Stay safe,
Real nigga. Come on now. Is it possible to now? Is it possible not to now?
Nah, listen. Go to YouTube, right? Go to YouTube and buy yourself a bag. Like a bag, right? And put the gun inside the bag. Because if you crash or whatever, you're going to lose the bag, like your gun and shit.
All right. YouTube.
So YouTube. It's on, it's in Jersey.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I know. All right. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, great.
I'm about to go straight to YouTube. See you, bro. Let's get it! Let's get it! Don't you come down, bitch! Don't you bitch! I can't fucking computer, this shit don't record nothing! I don't want to record it, he said don't tell nobody! I ain't gonna tell nobody! Nigga, I'm about to get a Bugatti! Nigga, literally! God! You fucked up now! I wish I could keep this bike! Oh my god! Let's fucking go, bro! Bro, let's go! Let's go, bro! Oh my fucking god, I can't think straight. Nigga, we robbing them niggas that you robbed. Man, fuck you and them niggas. Man, look at that. Niggas took 17. 30 grand, 60 grand. Nigga, I'm any man. Bro, he just made me a millionaire, bro. Well, everybody probably run around with us because niggas, whatchamacallit? Bro, niggas ain't fucking with me, bro. Watch this shit. I send this to them niggas. They ain't gonna know what to do. Right. In fact, let me change my clothes. This is what I was doing now. Fuck over like 10 different niggas. I was in this outfit getting robbed. The city been off for a while. Yeah, nigga, this. Damn, my bad, bro. Ain't you playing that yet? I would drink your ass. Poetry. Call it Halloween. Now money on what I paid for. Call it lottery. Goddamn, you's a clown, nigga. You's a clown to me. You can't smoke no black and mild with me. Get in the car with me. You's a funny guy. Don't you even joke around with me. How can it be? I got me and these niggas ain't got me. Well, like I said, everybody ride around with L's, bro. Don't get it fucked up, nigga. A nigga want $5 million for a Mac 10. You feel me? Bro, I gotta get. I'm just told you, I was thinking, I was thinking, how many could I pay for lottery? Nasty, don't. I'm not playing, bitch. You're not my. I don't need you no more, bro. I needed you to come help me fight me. I no, leave me alone, clown. Oh, me. Oh, dirty and make that. That's why these niggas dirty and they got no money. What you talking about? Broke ass nigga. Oh, broke ass nigga. I don't need that bike. I'm not coming. Beamer coupe. Beamer truck. X6. I'm coming X6. I'm married. Coming over married. Oh. Hey, what's up, beloved?
Yo.
How you doing, King?
Shit,
Yeah, you
I'm
just knocked
chilling.
me
What
out of
about you?
frame. I'm chilling.
Shit, you new to this bitch?
Yeah, hell
Yeah, I
yeah.
feel you, Brody.
I just spent my last 500 changing my clothes.
Yeah, the fit 5 though, so it's worth it.
Come on now, I'm trying.
Yeah, got you. Yeah, have to. What shit? This your first time flying in? Or one of the
Third.
first? Oh, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, we in this bitch for a little bit. Niggas keep walking up asking me what I jacked. You the first one that didn't. I'm like,
Nah,
damn,
yeah, I be
bro.
on some
Gotta be
chilling
in the
shit.
gang, bro. Niggas
Yeah.
press you into a gang, you heard me?
Straight up.
Nigga got mad when I said I ain't in no gang. I said, I ain't in no. He said, you don't jack nothing. I said, damn, bro, you make me mad. I was upset when you asked me, but now I want to fight. You taking me way too far. It ain't never been that. The way this shit fun, bro. Having fun. This looks like $1 million outfit. Come on now. Y'all be safe in there, here, King. Come on now. You look like $1 million outfit. Oh, we about to
Follow me
go.
around the corner real quick.
Huh?
Pull
Oh,
around the
yeah,
corner.
where at?
Bet. Take a left and another left.
Left right here?
Yeah.
And another left? I ain't driving you to a drive-by, am I?
Nah, just right here. Just right here.
All right.
All right, good looks, bro.
Be safe, King.
You too, Brody.
You too. Come on now. Where you at, Nasty? Do T/daily, Nasty, and get the phone and call me. I'm coming, dude. I don't even want to come be in the truck. I seen too many. I'm coming. Aston Martin truck is some stupid ass shit. I can't wait to get in the truck. Over now. Hey, can't do nothing to me. Nigga talk all that shit he want. Pussy, you can't rob nothing now, bitch ass nigga. Follow me now, bitch ass man. Follow me now, bitch ass man. Can't, right, bitch ass. Oh, you can't, bitch ass man. Oops, you can't, bitch ass man. Can't, bitch ass man. Follow me now. Oops, you can't, bitch ass man. I'm trying to come in my head. Oh, this shit fucking up too now. Right now, this is acting fast. So that's wow. You probably need to step. Oh, fuck bag me, dickhead. Quit playing me. Quit playing me, nigga. Quit playing me, nigga. How we coming, nigga? Wake y'all bitch asses up, nigga. Fucking Boone and Chris sick. Fuck up and look at this shit. I come through, nigga, got a book bag. That boy bad, boy, they got a book bag. It ain't you might need a better time for you. Motherfucking backpack. Yeah, nigga, don't play with it. Don't play with it, nigga. You want shit in here. Man, niggas better leave me alone, nigga. I got that shit on me, nigga. That's it. Yeah, nigga, that's on me, nigga. What? Oh, God. Oh, you, nigga. Hey, man. Oh, you. All right. I'm tripping. I'm gonna go to the dealership. Nasty, where you at? Bro, fucking, bro, anyway, bro. I ain't know. Who put this back up? Ticket. Definitely ticket. know. That's a dirt bike and fire car. Hey, please. Who you bought? Ah, hey, this, how we just get this? Shit, I was mad at it. Oh, oh. Oh no, it's out. Fucking. Yeah.
I got the members in
I got a members on the way right now. Come here, Dad.
Come here, Daddy.
Yeah, come here, welcome now. Patch, give me that drink. Right there, patch there. Yeah. Huh? Come here, G's. Come here, G's. Yeah. Yeah. That's that. Yeah. That's his body house. I go cut that motherfucker. I ain't cut. Knock to the cows. It was a rocket drop. Talking about. Yeah. What else you doing? Shot what you talking about?
Put them out. Nigga, I was singing that scale in grandma's house. Half a pee in the couch. I've been having that rank in my hood since I was legit. I don't need
it. Look, bro.
You can't come here with no, you gonna say what you saw. Young nigga put me in the couch.
He said, nigga, you can't come here. No, you gonna say what you saw. Still trying to put her to Jesus. So he's a cop.
Bank hit me like, where you at? Come me to pick up 100.
Nigga,
we know you ain't no killer, but tank still up. We the first you call. I knew Marlon G was gonna get him. Drop my mouth, I'm just playing it off. I just prayed to God. With this firewood shit, I'ma give my all. Had to squat that shit with them niggas every time I came through, they had called the laws. Nigga, this life we live, we gotta take these drakes in the mall.
Yeah, nigga, this life we live, we gotta take these earls in the mall. Yeah.
I told my nigga don't touch the pot, just let it
blame it off, yeah.
When I signed my deal, them killers the
first
I
called, nigga.
Tried to rush the process, I stayed down for this. I know you wasn't a real nigga, you kept it counterfeit. When you start touching money, new folks come around and shit. My young nigga just dumped the clip, he said he ready to lay it down for this. Yeah. Young nigga, slow your roll, you ain't really let down for this, yeah. I'm yelling free, like yak, he in jail for keeping the blick, yeah. Nigga, every time I say, little homie, pouring your rent, yeah. Nigga, this shit out my mouth for real, I'm just talking shit.
Shit, I'm about for real, I ain't just talking shit.
Yo, man!
Yeah, y'all on a new whip. Nigga play with me, he catching blue tips. Oh.